Hi everyone, welcome back to Art with Mrs. Bodden. So last time when we did tree part 1, you traced your hand, we colored it brown, and then we added texture. Today we are going to finish our tree, or at least get a good start on it. So this video will show you how to do the leafy part of your tree. So you do need your hand still, because we need to look and see how our hand is going to fit on our paper. Now I just have a plain piece of white drawing paper. You can use whatever paper you have. Right now my paper is going the tall way, which was the way we drew our hand. I'm going to turn it so it is going the long way, so it is long this way, so that I have more area for the leaf part of my tree. So I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to lay it so that the wrist part is touching the edge of my paper. And I'm just going to make a little mark there so I know where my wrist was. So that's where the width of my wrist is going to be. So now the rest of this paper, we don't want to just draw a plain old circle or an oval. We want to make this kind of interesting. So you're going to kind of want to do a shape that looks very similar to a cloud. So you can start by doing a scoop near the bottom. And I want you to think big. I want you to think filling up your paper. Filling up your paper. Now you can work your way around all on one edge, or you can go from side to side. It is kind of your choice. So here is my shape. If I lift my document camera up just a little bit more, and then I stick my hand on, you can see that it's got kind of a shape like that. So the next part we are going to do is a repeating pattern. So repeating just means you are going to do the same thing over and over again. A pattern is just something that continues on. So for this, I'm going to use circles. So we're going to do big circles and little circles and maybe a few medium circles. And I'm just going to start here in this bottom curve part, because that's where I started my hand. That's where I started with the bottom part, or the bottom part of my tree leaves. So that's where I'm going to start. So I'm just going to start with a circle, and maybe a middle circle, a little medium circle, big circle, medium circle, and I'm going to kind of do that two stacked thing. And I'm just going to continue to go. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to fill up my shape with these kind of oval shapes and circles. Just going to keep going. And I'm going to go around the outside edge at first, just so that I've got an idea. Now I bet you're wondering how I got that all done so fast. I stopped the video. So I wanted to not take up your time drawing circles all on camera, but I wanted you to be able to see what it looks like all the way around. I don't like how these look in here, so I'm going to erase them. And then I'm going to change my pattern a little bit. So my pattern around the outside edge is the two stacked circles on top of each other, and then the bigger circle next to it. For my inside pattern, I kind of want to do something going sideways. So I'm going to start by drawing 3 stacked ovals, and then maybe an oval that goes this way. 3 stacked ovals, and then a tall oval. 3 stacked ovals, and a tall oval. And I'm going to go back over here to the other side. And if you notice, I am turning my paper as I need to. Please, please, please feel free to do that. There's no reason why you should have to just sit and have a wrist hurt because you are not turning your paper and you're trying to move your wrist into all those weird positions so that you can get your drawing done. Now if you notice, this one's going a little faster because it's a smaller space. So getting down here into my corner, and we're getting kind of a weird stacking thing going on. Okay, so I still have all of this in the center, and I'm just going to keep it simple, and I'm just going to draw circles. Now, can circles as themselves be a repeating pattern? Yes. It's just the same shape being drawn over and 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 over. And that is the definition of repeating, is just something that is done over and over and over again. So, once you have your entire tree top filled with circles or ovals or whatever shapes you would like, you now get to move on to coloring, which I will do in the next video. So I will see you in that one.